How do you square that, though, with yourself? The fact that when you hear that he's sexist, he's racist, he's a convicted criminal, yes, he might have got a strong mandate. I mean, how do you square that?
He is the elected president of the United States. You can say what you like about him.
More mainstream media madness from the British media regarding Donald Trump. Luckily, it was directed at Nigel Farage, and he didn't stand for this nonsense. As Farage says, our relationship with America is our single most important relationship on earth. And yet, we have an anti-British, far-left, lunatic government that is forever banging on about how much it hates Trump. Somebody needs to remind them it's not their job to hate him. It's their job to work with him on behalf of Britain. He is the democratically elected president-elect. It goes to show this government's left-wing ideology is so deeply held that they see that as heresy. Farage is the closest person to Trump out of all the British politicians. He's happy to help the government bridge that gap with him. Of course, they'll never accept that because they hate Farage as much as they hate Trump. It just shows Farage will work with anyone for the good of Britain, yet the government will only deal with people who share their politics. The host asks why Farage is in America when he should be with his constituents in Clacton. He went for a few days. It was hardly as if he went to live there. And of course, then she starts bringing up what a racist, sexist, criminal Donald Trump is. At which point, Nigel Farage's face is priceless. He is just lost for words. Another ridiculous interview by the left-wing biased media in Britain.
Phenomenal. I mean, I was very, very honoured, frankly, to be at Mar-a-Lago, to watch the results come through. I've been friends with Donald Trump for many, many years, and it was a stunning victory.
I mean, some people, though, are questioning all the same why you travel thousands of miles across the Atlantic to be there when you should be in Parliament representing your own constituents.
Because we're closer to World War III than we've been at any point in my lifetime. And we need a strong American president, a pro-British American president, because frankly, without a good relationship with America, we are defenseless. And I think that really matters. And yes, of course, I took a couple of days out to do it. I believe it was absolutely the right thing to do.
I mean, you talked about being on the verge of World War III. What are the things that you think are important to get the UK-US relations back on track?
Well, obviously there's a problem. It was diplomatic stupidity to send 100 Labour staffers to America to campaign for Kamala Harris. That really was a very dumb thing for the Labour Party to have done. We've also got the very disobliging comments that have been made by our Foreign Secretary about Donald Trump. And indeed, with the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has been a 10-year feud. So things need to normalise and normalise quickly, because our relationship with America is our single most important relationship in the world, whether it comes to intelligence, defence, as I previously mentioned, or indeed trade. I think what the Labour government need to do is to roll out the red carpet. I'm very, very pleased that the Speaker of the House of Commons, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, has already said that President Trump will be asked to address both houses of Parliament next year. That's a start, but we need to keep going. Don't forget, Trump has promised to put 10% tariffs on all goods coming into America from around the rest of the world, and we need to be negotiating hard once they appoint a trade secretary so that we can avoid that.
I mean, it is a special relationship, but we obviously see you going out to America. It's a second time now, isn't it? You went back when President Trump was shot. You went out then as well. I mean, it does seem like this is Nigel Farage's special relationship with Donald Trump. I mean, if you're able to bend his ear, I mean, tell us, has Labour been on the phone to you today? Are they asking for your help?
Not today, no. Not today, no. I have had some conversations in the past, and I've made it very clear to senior Labour figures that if I can help smooth relations in any way, I will. And by the way, it isn't just my relationship with Donald Trump that's important. I reckon at least half the cabinet that he appoints will be people that I've known for many years and know very well. And I don't agree with anything the Labour government's doing, but our relationship in terms of trade, intelligence and defence, that is a matter of national interest. And if I can help with any of that, I will.
We do have to question some of his past, don't we? He is a convicted criminal. He's made sexist and racist remarks in the past. He's also shown a total disregard for democracy. What is it that you like about Donald Trump?
Well, just remember, after your comments, he's just been elected the President of the United States in something akin to a landslide. I believe the world is a safer place with Donald Trump. If you look at the 4 years he had as president, I think the crowning achievement at the end were the Abraham Accords, where Israel and Arab states signing treaties together, trading together, cooperating with each other. That was an amazing achievement, which sadly now has been smashed to pieces by Iran's proxies. He was the first American president for years not to launch a new war. He even had the guts to cross the line into North Korea. I think the world was a much safer place, and 4 years of Biden, the withdrawal from Afghanistan, the Taliban back in charge, Putin invading Ukraine, the Middle East in flames, none of those things would have happened if Trump had been in the White House.
How do you square that, though, with yourself? The fact that when you hear that he's sexist, he's racist, he's a convicted criminal, yes, he might have got a strong mandate. I mean, how do you square that?
He is the elected president of the United States. You can say what you like about him. He's just won an election. He's won it handsomely. And our relationship with him and his administration is vital for our national interest in the next few years.
Okay, Nigel Farage, thank you very much.